someone said to me, like, you're so brave, like, you're so much braver than me. And I was just like, it's not about, like, feeling like you're not scared. It's about just doing things because you care about them and want to do them. The more you, like, kind of make a habit of being brave, like, you'll feel it. But it's not about, like, that everyone just feels brave all the time and everyone feels confident all the time. You have to, like, really just, you know, keep trying and doing things.
Personally, my experience with bravery is that I have done brave things in my life, for sure, but I am not a brave person. Like, I don't feel that empowering, like, oh, I got this, you know, I'm gonna do this, and I know what I'm doing. And that's something that I'm striving for, but I haven't gotten that yet. You don't let it hold you back. You don't let the fear stop you from moving forward into your own world. But there's a deeper sense of bravery, I think, in the idea of facing the unknown. And ultimately that's just life. Like, we are facing the unknown, like the greatest unknown of all. Alright, remind me, Gabby, why are you brave?
Because I just do things that I think are important. And honestly, I am not afraid to be different. I just see in everything that happens that, like, you just doing whatever the fuck you want is what makes people like you. You know? It's what makes people connect to you. It is really brave to do what you want and, like, live with the unknown, that you're not always gonna, like, have everything be easy, you know? Yeah. That's brave.
I think that's the bravest thing you can do. To take control of your own life and say, like, in a way, I'm alone in this world. Like, I am me, and no one else knows what that is, and no one else can do what I can do. And I choose to walk this path, and to think for myself, and to act for myself. Like, that's fucking badass.
Just so
that's
crazy.
The end goal. In this life, you're either connecting to the world, or you're disconnecting from it. Like, there's no middle ground. And then I was reminded that that's all I have ever wanted, is just to connect to the world and to connect to, you know, creation.
You know?
And you don't mind fucking it up, because, like, there is no fucking it up.
Right, it's all the journey.
Just keep walking it.
Where do I draw my bravery from?
Yes.
It's like, honestly, it could also be the fear of, like, being everything that I don't want to be ever.
Okay. Tell me more about that.
Like, I see people that just make excuses for things, and I see people that don't want to offend anyone and don't want to have an opinion about anything, you know?
Yeah.
And that's just like, oh God.
That's terrifying.
And I see people that don't, like, push towards an end goal ever. And I'm like, they just take the easiest thing and then they never live their dreams.
But what's your end goal then? At what point do you say, okay, I did it?
I don't even think there is one.
So how will you ever feel that?
I think it's just, like, the mentality of, like, that not giving up and that, like, making a difference in so many different ways. That's bravery, you know?
Not giving up, standing up to fear.
And just, like, being. Change is just really hard, but it's brave, and that's what's worthwhile, you know?
Like, I see the unknown as, like, this kind of abstract fabric all around me, and, like, it's always covering things. And my job is to push against it in whatever ways I can. But, like, I really do believe that if you don't push against that fabric of the unknown, it will swallow you whole, and you will live. You'll live, but you will be a shadow of what you could have been, and you know that, and it will haunt you forever.
Honestly, I think the only thing I'm scared of is the unknown, but I think that's, like, everything that we are scared of could be quantified as that.
As humans, we want control so bad. It's like a drug to us.
I know.
To the point where we lie to ourselves day after day just to say, like, oh, this is my reality, I understand what it is, and I keep it that way.
I try to remember sometimes to, like, hey, you're allowed to read a book, you know? You don't have to always be doing things, and wow, that's insanely cool. Just, you don't always have to be doing things. You could sometimes just take everything in that you've been doing.
I think there's a very powerful thing at play within all that. Like, I really think that for now I agree with you. Like, I'm on the same boat of, like, I need to be out and doing as much as possible and, like, trying to eat the world in whatever ways feel meaningful to me, and I want to create something that matters. But at the same time, I kind of know that in the long run I'll look back and say, like, it did matter. It really did. But it's not what matters the most. And what matters the most, I had all along. And I believe that, like, 100%. And I know that that's already in me. And I think, for me, that's how I truly get to doing something that matters. The first step is understanding that it already matters. And, like, I could stop here and be happy. And anything that comes after this is a bonus. Like, see what I can do. Sure, play around with your environment, try to learn as much about the world as possible, but I would be happy just, like, not knowing what the fuck grass is in the sky and just kind of sitting here and being like, I don't know what's going on, but it's awesome. Like, it's gorgeous. This world doesn't exist without, at least, like, without me and without you perceiving it. Like, we are the thing that simultaneously this existence is happening to us, but we are also creating it, and that is a huge power.
Yeah,
Like,
it's crazy.
I don't know. Just like if I want to be something, I know that I have to like do things that are scary.